Hey, fourth graders. So we have problem string number 10. It's the first one for December. Next week, you will have another one. And in between, we will do another one. So you have all three problem strings for the month of December. So you will need your number corner book or your math journal, wherever you did the last 9 problem strings, and make sure that you have the problem, the strategy, and the connections written, as well as the date, today's date, due 12/9/2020. All right. So this problem string has to do with a strategy for subtraction. I know subtraction is a little weak area for a lot of students, so I'm going to show you a way to help you. So let's see. Last year, my students were really into running, fun run. So each student kept track of how long it took for them to run each race. And then they tried to beat their fastest time. So that's what we're trying to do. Compare times, which means we will be subtracting. So let's take a look at the first story problem. One student ran 100 meters in 86 seconds. The second, the second time she ran even faster. Her time was 7 seconds less than her first time. How long did it take her to run the 100-meter the second time? So we're going to use, so I don't need this here. Let's move this guy here. So we're going to use a strategy for subtraction. So I know our problem is, let me use my stylus pen, yay. So we have 86 minus 7 equals, I'm going to put T for time. Wouldn't it be awesome if this was 86 minus 6? Because if it was 86 minus 6, it would be 80. But because it's 86 minus 7, we have to take away one more, which gives us 79 seconds. Does that sound like a very quick way of solving that problem? Cool. All right, so let me look at the next problem. Boom, 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 boom. The next problem is, again, we gotta move my picture down and take a look at the next problem. Some of you, let's go back to this problem for a second. Some of you might be used to the open number line where you start with 86 on the number line at the end and then hop back 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then where you end up, so you fill in, this is 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, 79. You're still at 79. Answer 79, answer 79. So 79 seconds in both scenarios work. Now let's take a look at the second problem. Second problem is, so even though the student beat her time, she was very determined to run even faster. She practiced and practiced, and a week later, she took 17 seconds off of her original time of 86. So how fast could she run the 100 meters after practicing for a week? So our problem is 86 minus 17, and some of you equals her time. Some of you just noticed that the difference between 7 and 17 is 10. So your answer is going to be 10 less than 79. So we're thinking maybe 69, but I want to see work. So let's see that work. So 86 minus 17. Well, here we go. Number line. This is 86. I'm going to take away 10 first because I know how to take away 10. So 86 minus 10 is 76. Now we have to take 7 away. Well, I could take 6 away, right? To get me, I'm going to do minus 6. That gets me to 70. Now I need one more, minus 1, that gets me to 69. So my time is 69. So 69 matches here, 69 matches here. And we're using our open number line to help us. We don't have to take 17 out. We could break up the 17 so that way we can take it out in parts. So this is your connection. So breaking apart a number is called decomposing. So your connection here, you can, the smart word is decompose, O-S-E, D-E-C-O-M-P-O-S-E. The, subtractan. You can see, the subtractan is what you're removing. That's another math word. Subtractand. So it's like subtract, and then you add a hand to it. Subtractand. That's the second number in a subtraction problem. So you can decompose a subtractand to a friendly number. And you can use hashtag because in math, hashtag is number. So draw a line underneath that because these guys go together. And we're going to move on to the next one. My students often compare their running times with each other to see who was faster. One day, 2 students ran the 100 meters. One student finished it in 86 seconds and the other finished it in 77 seconds. How much faster was the first student than the second student? So I'm going to move this up, but if you need to finish copying, pause the video so that way you could finish. All right, I'm going to move this up. Again, this is our problem, our strategy, and our connection. We need 86 minus 77. 86 minus 77. I know if I started with 86 and I take away, yeah, that would be a lot to take away if I start at 86 and go back. So that is not efficient at all. So here's another way you could do it. So this is opposite of the problem that we did, the first 2 problems. So instead of going back, which is removal, now you are going to move from 76 or 70, I'm sorry, 77 to 86. From 77 to 86. So let's see. If I go to 3, that gives me 80. And then 6 more is 86. What is 6 plus 3? That is 9. So the difference is 9, going from 77 to 86. But if you wanted to go back, you could totally do 86 minus 76. That's a difference of 10. And then one more. So 86 minus 10 gives you 76, right? But we don't want 76. We want 77, which is a number in front of 76. So we have to plus 1. So 10, if you have a 1 and you can't take away a 10, so negative 10, which we don't do, plus the 1, it still gives us a 9. So this part is kind of like going more than what you needed and then coming back 1. So taking away 10 and then adding 1. So that gives you a 9. And let's see if the next problem is going to be the same kind of removal. 2 other students also ran 100 meters. Their times were 87 seconds and 79 seconds. So here we are again. We have 87, 87. Oh, I always mess up like that. 87 minus 79. So someone probably realized that the difference between 86 and 87 is plus 1. But then from 77 to 79 is plus 2. So what do you think is the answer going to be? A difference of what? Well, let's figure it out. I like using this going from the 79 to 87 because 79 is close to 80 plus 1, and then 80 to 87 is plus 7. So the difference is 7 plus 1, which is 8. So your connection is BC is because the hashtag numbers with the S, because the numbers are close, say that's the difference between here and here. 86 and 7 are far, 86 and 17 are far. 86 and 77 are close to each other, 87 and 79 are close to each other. So because the numbers are close, comma, you can find the difference. Diffference. You can find the difference. Here, it's called removal. We went backwards. And this one is called finding the difference because you are kind of like adding on. You're not removing. So basically, this is what I need to see in your either math journal or in your number corner book at the end where it says A10. All right, take a picture and send it to me as soon as you're done. Good job.